Fear is the result of a past experience or a past trauma, whether that's in this lifetime or a past one, where you made a choice and either served repercussions from it or were ridiculed or felt some type of resistance towards the outside world, towards that decision. And therefore, you related making changes or doing stuff for yourself as bad or wrong because you focus too much on what other people thought of what you did, when in reality that doesn't matter. The choices you make should be strictly based on what you want to do, based on your truth, based on what feels right to you. No outside sources should have control over what you decide to do. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't talk through things or thoughts or feelings or emotions with others. That is completely fine. However, you cannot embody everything that they say. You should lay out what they say versus how you think versus how others may see it, and your truth and how you feel. Lay it all on the table. Evaluate everything that you are feeling. Validate yourself and the thoughts that you have and the feelings that you have. Allow yourself to take time to feel and to think about things before you just jump into a rash decision. Okay? Take time and space for yourself to evaluate, to make discernment about choices that you may want to make or changes that you may want to make, and do what feels right and be fully confident in that decision, to the point that no matter what anybody else thinks, no matter what happens, no matter if things don't go to plan, you still feel confident in making that choice. Okay? If you don't feel fully confident in the choices that you make, it is very easy to be influenced by others. Okay? If I'm not fully confident in the way that I look and somebody makes a comment about how they may perceive me, that might hurt my feelings. But if I'm fully confident in the way that I look and I don't give a shit what anybody else thinks, then whether or not they have anything to say about it or not wouldn't affect me. It's the same thing. You have to have confidence in yourself, in your truth, in your choices, in your actions. You have to be fully confident in everything that you do in order for you not to be affected by the outside world. And if you're doing things for the outside world, you're never going to feel fully confident, because the outside world, as a collective, is not going to fully agree one way or the other. There will be people that fully support you. There will be people that fully dis-support you. And there will be some that are neutral. They don't really give a fuck. So, in order for you to make decisions and choices that resonate with you, it has to come from a place of just you. Now, I do encourage you to learn and research and try to understand as much as possible before making decisions or before settling on, okay, what is my next step? And just a side note here, no matter what you choose, no matter what choice or decision, or no matter what it is, it's never going to be perfect. Okay? We're not striving for perfection here. We are striving for what feels right. We are striving for what is going to serve us, and we are striving for what will help us grow and evolve. And if something doesn't meet that criteria, then sometimes it is best to just let it go. If something can't be there the way that you are for them, if something can't love you the way that you love them, if something doesn't resonate with you, if something brings you down instead of pulling you up, sometimes it is best to just leave it behind. And I know that is hard because we can feel so attached to what we have in this reality, to the people that we have, or the things that we have. But in actuality, you don't have anything except for what is inside. You don't even have this physical body. This physical body can be taken from you at any point. Somebody can come up behind you and shoot you in the head. Somebody can come and cut your arm off. That is a possibility. Obviously, we don't want that to happen. But it is best to understand that that is a possibility, because you need not to fear that. Because you know, even if you lose this physical body, you still have all of this growth and evolution inside of you, in your energy field. And as long as you are confident in doing things with intentions that serve your truth, nothing can hold you down. Now, we are in this body for a reason. We have sent ourselves here for a purpose, and you may not know what that purpose is yet, and that is totally fine. You'll find it, and it'll all align. Just trust in yourself. But we are here on this earth to either create positive change, create negative change, evolve, grow, learn. Okay, you're here for a reason. Okay, you're in this physical body for a reason. You are right where you are right now for a reason. Okay, you have a purpose. We all do. It is just whether or not we choose to recognize that or not. And if someone does come up behind you and shoot you in the head, that just simply means that this mission is over and it is time for the next one. And that is okay. But it is also okay to not be done with your mission yet. It is okay to still need to grow and evolve more. It's beautiful, honestly. So, the longer that you can stay in this reality, in this body, would be beneficial, because it gives you more time and more space to take for this self, to heal everything that is hurting in this body, to grow past that, to stitch up wounds, to help others realize their truth. You have a purpose, okay? Never forget that. But we also cannot be scared of our purpose, okay? And the best way to do this is get really excited about your purpose. Even if you don't know what it is yet, you can still be so excited to find out what it is. And I am so excited for you to find out what it is. I'm excited for myself to figure out what it is, because I still don't fully know. Okay? So let's change the fear to excitement. Okay? Be excited for the future. Visualize what it could be like, what it could feel like, how you would feel in moments where you upgrade, where you evolve, where you become the better version of yourself, where you're able to connect with your higher self more fully. Okay, because the closer you get to your higher self, the easier it is to communicate. And the easier you can communicate with your past selves in order to help them along too. Because that's part of this journey too. Okay? Look back at your older self. I can look back at my older self and just feel so much empathy and grace for her because she was hurting so bad, but she brought it on herself. And I realized that while also validating how she felt so just secluded and judged and not loved and not wanted. She felt like she didn't need to be here when she did. And I vow to keep evolving and growing so that I may help her realize her true potential and realize that she doesn't need anybody else. She doesn't need validation from others. She has it right here because I will always love her, and I always have, despite what forms that has come in the past. Okay? So the word fear shouldn't have a negative connotation to it. Okay? Because fear is just, it's literally a signal that you're going in the right direction. Because change is scary. It is. Especially when we're used to just being so sedentary and just accepting things as they are and just staying constant. Okay? And having constant is a good thing. Having a part of you that is constant, having a truth that is constant, that can be a good thing. But you also have to change and evolve whilst having a constant. And you can't do that by staying sedentary or staying constant all the time. If you don't make changes or experiment with different things or experience different things to learn and evolve and grow, then you'll stay constant for the rest of eternity. And that's not the point. If we wanted to stay constant for the rest of eternity, we would never have created this. No, the whole point was to be able to learn about ourselves deeper, about the bad parts, about the good parts, about the neutral parts, about everything in between. So, no matter why you are here, you have a purpose, and fear is going to try to stop you from fulfilling that mission or that purpose, and we're not going to let it, because we are going to fulfill our highest desires. Okay? I don't want you to be miserable for the rest of your life. I don't want you to suffer. I don't want you to be in pain. I want you to do what feels good to you. And for some people, that is pain. Some people crave and enjoy pain and suffering. It's just the truth of things. And so this is another reason why we can't fear our outside world, because there are some people that seek to hurt others, to hurt themselves, to cause pain and suffering. There are people out there like that. And that is why we must learn how to have discernment about our surroundings so that we can surround ourselves with things that lift us up instead of things that bring us down. And no matter how much you love somebody, sometimes love ain't enough. Sometimes you have to love them enough to let them go. To say, okay, if that's the life you choose, then go have it. But I am choosing a different route. And so we must have time apart. And that's okay. It's okay to need time apart from your outside world, from friends, from family. It's okay to need time away from that, even if that's just to find your own truth without all of these other people and their thoughts intruding on you and not allowing space for you to decide. You have to allow yourself time and space to figure out who you are, to figure out why you're scared of these things, to figure out why you can't make changes, to figure out why you can't get to that higher place that you so badly want to get. You have to do that inner work and figure out, okay, why? Why does this scare me? How can I flip this around? How can I use this fear? How can I use this fear as a stepping stone instead of a block? Step on the fear instead of running into it. Step on it. Step on your fears and don't allow it to block you. Do not allow it to control where you go. Do not allow it to shut that door. And if you can't get through that door, if that door is absolutely the fuck locked and you don't have a key and you can't fucking find it, go out the window. Go out the fucking window. Break the goddamn window. Break that window, find that damn key, and unlock all that you have locked away, including yourself. Please unlock yourself. Please find that key. You are not stuck. You are never stuck. I don't care what you think is keeping you stuck. It's not. You have options. I don't care if you don't have any money. I don't care if you don't have any place to go. I don't care. That's not an excuse. You are capable. Go live in the fucking woods. Eat berries off of trees. That's where we came from. If that's where you need to start, so fucking be it. If that is where you need to start to get to that higher place, so the fuck what? Money will come, food will come. The universe isn't rigged in your favor unless you are rigged in your favor. So as long as you are seeking what is best for you, and as long as you have good intentions for yourself, as long as you are trying your absolute best with a big heart, the universe is not, you are not gonna let yourself be hindered, not have the things that you need. You will always have what you need, no matter what. And so even if you're living on the side of the road, as long as you do not lose sight of your truth and you do not stop trying, you will survive and you will get to the place that you want to get. And then you're going to have an amazing story to tell, to inspire and empower others. Okay? So let's better ourselves so that we can be a good example for those who are still stuck in that box. Because the only way to help others out of their box too is to be a good example, is to show people the way, because you can't force them. Okay? When somebody tries to force you to do something, it doesn't feel good. And so don't do it to others. We are not in a place of force. We are a place of, I'm a safe space and I will help you if you will accept it. But if you don't want to accept my help, I cannot offer it. I cannot offer up my valuable energy, time, and space if you do not choose to accept it. So, in other words, focus on yourself. What do you want to do? Why are you scared to do it? And how can you overcome that? Do it.